Hey there. Good afternoon from Buenos Aires. I woke up today and it's like super cold and blustery here. I'll show you at the window. You can see it's a little bit kind of reminds me of Ohio. Watch all the comments in my newsfeed now be all about how it's so beautiful in Ohio right now, 80 and sunny, but it's chilly here. But I woke up this morning and it was my first day of work, and I had a really horrible night's sleep because I pretended I was a European or a Porteño last night, and I had a coffee at 5 p.m., which means I was awake at 2:30 staring at the ceiling and listening to all the sounds of the building that doesn't have really good soundproofing or infrastructure between the floors. But I woke up and I felt really just peaceful, which I think is what I've been looking for sure. It's one of the things that I miss about living in the U.S. And of course I miss my family and my husband and my dog. And I knew I'd miss them, I do. But I feel it's starting to feel a little bit like this was a good decision. And it takes a few days for that to kind of sink in, I think. You just get a rhythm. I'm in this weird in-between where, for example, I'm not here for an extended amount of time, so I'm meeting people that I might only see once or twice, but I'm not on vacation either. And for example, this weekend, I'm do I go on a tour to ride horses in the Pampas, which is the kind of flatlands outside Buenos Aires, or do I schedule a brunch with a girl that I want to get in touch with? So I'm not quite sure yet, and I think when I have a brother coming to visit and John as well, it'll be interesting to see what role this kind of plays. I think a month's just a little bit of an uncertain time, and I'm letting it unfold on its own, which is difficult for me to be able to do. But so far so good. The weirdest thing, people don't use umbrellas. It's been pouring for 3 days, and everyone, I can show you people in the street right now, they're just letting the rain fall on their head. I don't get it. Maybe it's not an umbrella culture, or umbrellas, it's too windy. I don't really know, but that's been a really funny quirk. I'm one of the only people in the streets with an umbrella over the past few days. And besides that, the language has been tougher than I imagined. I'm using it anytime I can. I'm basically saying any word I know, probably poorly. But it's really interesting how, even though these people, for the large part, look like me, and we're not that different, right? The language does put a big barrier there. And it puts a barrier there in my ability to feel comfortable. I think that's different. Anytime I was in Dubai or in London or other locations abroad, when people could speak English, you're immediately at ease. But when they don't, and when you don't speak the language very well, there's just a level of it's not intimidation, it's just uncomfortableness. You just can't get comfortable in the situation. And I'm just weathering through that. I'm just kind of dealing with it. And I keep a little notebook of all the words I learn every day, and I go in and I match them to a picture, and I try to memorize them. And I'm just working on kind of just dealing with being uncomfortable in situations, and that's okay. So long from here.